Hello, I'm the Mac Phantom, an extra-dimensional being moving within three-dimensional space. I wasn't really going to do this video, but I thought I'm an AEW fan, so I might as well. So I'm going to review this week's Rampage. So it starts off with FDR versus Top Flight. So there was some flippy stuff and a tope suicida by Dante Martin. I thought Excalibur did an excellent job calling the action, as he always does. And we even got a big splash from Cash from the top rope. And I think maybe Top Flight were a bit nervous because they did make a few mistakes. Hey, I'm not criticising because there's no way I could do this. And the people, the wrestlers that do this, they put their life and their body on the line. They are amazing. But in no way did I ever think Top Flight would beat FTR. And of course they didn't. FTR got the win. Great match. Next up, we got a promo from Will Hobbs. Whoa! Putting more people on the program. Brilliant. Then when it came back from the commercial break, we got JAS. They were all there. Can't remember them all. Well, I can, I just don't want to name them all. But we got Chris Jericho on the mic, living legend. But unfortunately, in pro wrestling, no one can do a promo without it being interrupted. And it was interrupted by Claudio Castagnoli. He wants another shot at the Ring of Honor Championship. So there was a few exchanges, and eventually he got it. But with the catch, if he loses, he's going to join JAS. Renee Paquette was interviewing Tony Storm. And of course this served to put over the women's division. All of the fantastic match Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter had at Full Gear. I like this, it's putting over more characters, you're getting to see them. Good job. Darby Allin was taking on Anthony Henry. And again, this is like no disrespect to either athlete, but there's no way I thought that Darby Allin was going to lose this match. Of course, JD Drake got involved on the outside. Darby Allin had Sting in his corner. And it was a fantastic match between two brilliant athletes. But like I said, I never thought that Darby Allin would lose. And he didn't. And then this kind of theme kind of continues into the next match, which is one of my favourite wrestlers, Hikaru Shida, Queen Aminata. Then Penelope Ford and the Bunny come down to the ring and stare down my favourite wrestler. And my favourite wrestler, of course Hikaru Shida, gets the win. It's kind of a squash match. So the next thing is we have our main event, and that is Dark Order versus Rouge, Butcher and Blade. So essentially 10 didn't really turn up, but Uno was looking for him backstage. And then there's some stuff goes on in the ring, toing and froing, and then Uno and -1 do find 10, and 10 comes running to the ring. Then there's the double cross. 10 turns on the Dark Order, the Butcher, Blade, and Rouge, and 10 all start beating up the Dark Order, putting Reynolds through a table. Then 10 tears off his mask and throws his mask down in front of -1. I thought this match was, or this storyline was going to happen a long time ago with El Igalo, but unfortunately he probably got himself suspended, so Rouge was substituted in that role. I know you've got to push Preston because he's one heck of a talent, but it just feels like the Dark Order are just dwindling. Some didn't re-sign, like with Anna Jay, she goes to JAS. And I just feel sad that my favourite faction, the Dark Order, which House of Black feel like Dark Order should have been like that. are just jobbers, which they have been for a while, and now it's Preston has swapped Dark Order, a jobber faction, for another jobber faction. But I like Butcher and Blade, and I like the Dark Order, and it's just sad that this is happening, but things have to move on. Overall, this episode did feel like a Dark Elevations with loads of jobbers in it, and I'm sad.